Hi, should we deserve a subscription? Thank you.
A blonde, wanting to earn some money, decided to hire herself out as a handyman type and started canvassing a wealthy neighborhood. She went to the front door of the first house and asked the owner if he had any jobs for her to do. "Well, you can paint my porch. How much will you charge?" the blonde said. "How about $50? The man agreed and told her that the paint and ladders that she might need were in the garage. The man's wife, inside the house, heard the conversation and said to her husband, "Does she realize that the porch goes all the way around the house?" The man replied, "She should." She was standing on the porch. A short time later, the blonde came to the door to collect her money. "You're finished already?" he asked. "Yes," the blonde answered. "And I had paint left over, so I gave it 2 coats." Impressed, the man reached in his pocket for the $50. "And by the way," the blonde added, "that's not a porch, it's a Ferrari." There was once a convention for blondes intended to make them feel more confident. At the first get-together as a group, the host asked for a volunteer from the audience. When the blonde came up, he announced to the audience that he was going to ask a few simple math questions. He turned to the volunteer and asked her how much was 24 by 6. The volunteer answered, "50?" The audience shouted, "Give her another chance." So the host asked, "How much is 10 and 8? The blonde replied, 14? And again, the audience shouted, "Give her another chance." The host, completely flustered at this point, asked the blonde, "Well, how much is 2 and 2? The blonde answered, 4. The audience shouted, "Give her another chance." A cowboy walks into a saloon naked, except for his boots. "Where are your clothes, Slim?" "Back at the barn. I was feeding the horses when a beautiful blonde drove up. She says, 'I want to show you something in the barn. Follow me.' So I followed her. She says, 'Take off all your clothes.' So I do. Then she takes off her clothes and says, 'You like what you see?' Fellers, she had the most bodacious body I had ever seen. I said, 'Yes, ma'am, I do.' Then she lays down on a blanket, all friendly-like, and says, 'Well, then, go to town, cowboy.' So I pulled on my boots, and here I am."